Hello everybody and welcome back to Dollar Tree Dinners. My name is Rebecca and in my previous video I taste tested 5 different frozen Thanksgiving dinners. And I thought we could do a little bit better than most of the dinners at a really reasonable price point. I went to my local grocery store and what I have in front of me is essentially a $10 Thanksgiving dinner that we can make entirely in the microwave. Bearing in mind that not everyone has access to a full kitchen, a stovetop, or an oven, so I did want to make a microwave-friendly Thanksgiving dinner, but one that is still good. Some of the microwave Thanksgiving dinners that I tried were not the greatest, if you watched my last video. So this is a $10 dinner for 2. Now I did all of the shopping for this at my local grocery store, which is a store called Food Lion, and I did buy several items that were on sale. So if you have the means to go ahead and start looking at sales between now and Thanksgiving, that's how we can make this possible for $10 is because of sales. If you don't have a grocery store that runs good specials, you can still do this for under $10 at a store like Walmart. I picked up a very similar array of items. I was intending to get the banquet turkey and gravy packs, but those were sold out. So I did get some Salisbury steaks, which were the same price, just so I could show you that we still came in under $10. And the difference with the Walmart shopping was that because I was gonna get the turkey and gravy, which already has gravy, instead of buying gravy, I got chicken broth to add some richness into the stuffing and potatoes. I had intended to go to Food Lion and get the banquet turkey and gravy, but Food Lion was also out of it. So I pivoted and I decided to do the $10 of shopping at Food Lion instead. And I think I'm really happy with what I was able to get. So let's go over everything and the prices. So first of all, our protein, we have some smoked turkey drumsticks. I got this pack for $3.71. Next up we have our turkey stuffing. This was $1.19. The Green Giant's Brussels sprouts and butter sauce. They had an assortment of Green Giant vegetables, but it was on sale for $1. I got some instant mashed potatoes. I got the roasted garlic and Parmesan potatoes. They were on sale for $1.25. Same goes for the turkey gravy. This was also on sale for $1. And lastly, we have 2 pies. I got apple and pecan pie. These are small single serve pies, and they were also each on sale for $1. So that brought my grand total to $10.15 pre-tax. I live in the state of Virginia. They charge a 1% food tax. So my total was $10.25. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm most likely going to reheat the turkey legs last because I want them to not get like dried out or anything as they sit, and presumably you only have 1 microwave. So the order in which we microwave things really isn't super important. So I think we're gonna start with the mashed potatoes. We can really do this any number of ways, but what I'm just gonna do is take 2 cups of water and I'm gonna microwave it until it's boiling. This is gonna take between 3 to 5 minutes. When it comes to boiling water in the microwave, be extremely careful when you remove it from the microwave. Do it slowly and gently. Kind of make sure it doesn't bubble up over. You don't want to get any burns. But otherwise, from there, we can add our water into a bowl, heat-safe bowl, along with our instant potatoes. Give this all a good whisk, and then cover this and let it sit for 5 minutes. In the meantime, we can get started on the stuffing. Now, there are microwave instructions on the stuffing. I am not a fan of that method of preparation. I think it's better to do the stuffing pretty much identical to how we did the potatoes. The stuffing mix does also call for butter, but we're not going to be using any because it's not really in the $10 budget. If you have some, feel free to use it. I am just going to boil a little over 1.5 cups of water. So it calls for 1.5 cups of water and 1/4 cup of butter. If you do not have butter and you still want that kind of rich creaminess, you can always go in with a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. After all, a fat is a fat, and butter has a good flavor to it, but again, fat is fat, so oil or butter. And then I'm gonna microwave this again for about 4 to 5 minutes. Same as before, into a bowl, I'm gonna pour my water and oil mixture. And in goes our stuffing. Try to get all the good stuff from the bottom there. Give this a quick little mix, very quick. Cover this and let it steam for 5 minutes, just like the potatoes. Now the potatoes and stuffing are kind of self-insulating. They will stay pretty warm for a good amount of time, so that's why I wanted to get those out of the way first. Things like the vegetables won't stay warm as long, so we're gonna do the vegetables and the turkey last. And for the vegetables, I am just gonna follow the microwave instructions on the bag here, which says, remove pouch from carton, place pouch printed side up on microwave plate, do not cut slit, and then microwave for 5 to 6 minutes. All right, printed side up. So I'm gonna microwave this on high for 5 minutes. Our vegetable's now done, so we can get started on the turkey. Now, I do have a dish with a lid. I recommend probably using a dish with a lid because I don't want the turkey to dry out while reheating it in the microwave. This should fit. If you don't have one, don't stress about it, but I am going to put my turkey legs. Oh, those look so good. I love smoked turkey. And I am actually going to heat the turkey and the gravy together. I may regret this because it's gonna make the legs a little bit messy to eat, but I think it will be good. And then I am gonna microwave this on probably 2 to 3 minute bursts until I am happy with it. Now, I'm not gonna close this lid all the way. I just wanted to kind of steam in the microwave, but typically what I do is I do close the lid all the way and then I lift up one of the corners so that it's not closed all the way, so that there's a vent for steam. So 2 to 3 minute bursts until the turkey is hot. While that is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer my Brussels sprouts over into a bowl for serving. I'm just using a standard dinner bowl, one that I got from Dollar Tree, coincidentally. While my turkey is heating, this is a good opportunity to mention that while I am making this a microwave-friendly Thanksgiving dinner, in the anticipation that someone doesn't have a kitchen, it is also very helpful for senior citizens, people with physical or mental disabilities, people who have trouble standing in the kitchen for long periods of time. There are all sorts of people who could benefit from something like this, and this is a small and quaint Thanksgiving dinner, and you can still have some festive fun, and it's around $10. So I feel like we checked a lot of boxes here, and the biggest plus is there's gonna be minimal dishes to clean up after this. So this is after 3 minutes in the microwave. I'm gonna give it a flip just to make sure it heats evenly. Also give the gravy a quick little stir around the edges here. I feel like 3 more minutes should be pretty much exactly where we want to be. So let me put that back in. I do feel at this point is a good time we can fluff up our stuffing a little bit. Make sure it's all rehydrated. I'm just going to go in with a fork and just fluff it up. As always, make a mess in the process. The reason I don't like the microwave instructions for the stuffing is because I think that stuffing or dressing is better when it has been steamed, not cooked, because I still want it to retain that bread-like texture. I feel like if you're cooking it and stirring it, you're just gonna turn it into a big pile of mush. So, all right, there is our dressing. Aside, keep it covered so it stays warm. So our turkey legs were in the microwave for 6 minutes total, flipped halfway through. I think they should be heated up all the way. I'm gonna just kind of let them sit aside and steam for a bit, and we can start plating. Everything is still hot at this point, so you don't have to worry about things getting cold. As long as you keep them covered, they should stay pretty warm. Give our mashed potatoes a quick stir, just to make sure they're fully rehydrated, which looks like they are. I hope you guys can see that this dinner is already vastly better than any of the microwave dinners. Of course, it takes a little bit longer. Cumulative time, probably about 20 minutes from start to finish, because each component takes about 4 to 5 minutes. But overall, I feel like the portions are much better. The food quality is gonna be much better. So it might be worth a little bit of extra time if you have the means. If you have 2 and a small child, this would probably also work in that situation. Moving on to the stuffing. Some like to call it dressing. I've always called it stuffing, whether it's in the bird, out the bird. To me, it's always been stuffing. And so it will probably always just be stuffing to me. And there is plenty of stuffing here for seconds for either of you. If you guys watched my review video, then you know that this $10 is about the price of 2 of those Hungry Man dinners. So a lot more food for the same price as 2 dinners, and still entirely made in the microwave. I don't even have room on the plate for the turkey leg, but we're gonna make it work. On goes our smoked turkey leg. gonna let it kind of hang over the edge here. And hopefully 6 minutes was enough time to heat it all the way through. If not, I will let you know to heat it up a smidge longer. And of course, we cannot forget our gravy over the top, especially our stuffing and our potatoes. And I feel like that is an excellent video thumbnail for a $10 Thanksgiving dinner for two. I'd say we knocked it out of the park. What do you guys think? But we still have to try everything. Starting with the Parmesan garlic baby red potatoes, which are super good, especially with that turkey gravy over the top. Much, much better than any of the potatoes in any of the frozen meals. And then we have the turkey stuffing, also with turkey gravy. Seriously, it's so good. I mean, you can't go wrong. And the portions are much bigger than any of the frozen dinners as well. Let's go in with the Brussels sprouts. Now again, you don't have to go with Brussels sprouts. You can do any vegetable of your choice. I think I budgeted in like $2 for the vegetables, so pick any one that you want. Go cheaper if you want. I wanted something that was seasoned, buttery. That's why I went with these. And I do love Brussels sprouts, so that's a good one. I would also probably do broccoli, and I debated because there was some frozen vegetables or like potatoes and green beans, and that would eliminate the need for the mashed potatoes, but it's up to you. Pick out whichever one you want. Next up, we have our smoked turkey leg. The skin is a little tough on the turkey leg, but the inner meat is really nice and tender, and it is a little salty, I would say. It's almost like it's cured. The best way I'd probably describe the turkey leg is like if turkey and ham were one and the same, or if turkey and ham had a baby. That's kind of what it reminds me of, both flavor and texture wise. It's a little salty. It's not as tender as a roasted turkey, and it's not as tender as smoked turkey legs that I've gotten that were like freshly smoked and sold. But otherwise, it's a really hefty portion of meat for just a couple dollars. But of course, that is not all, because we do still have our dessert, which is our pies. Now, these come packed in aluminum tins, so you're not going to be able to just microwave them to reheat them. So you would either have to potentially eat them cold, or you would have to remove them from their tin and microwave them just to heat them through, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I have the apple pie. Have the pecan pie. Now at Food Lion, like I said, these were on sale for $1 a piece. At Walmart, they're about 78 cents a piece. So depends on where you do your grocery shopping as to how much you're going to spend. But again, the dessert budget's around $2. So pick any one that you want. There is the pecan pie, which I think pecan pie is usually not eaten warm. So I'm going to try this straight. And then apple pie, I might microwave because that is usually eaten warm. There were a lot of choices as far as pie flavors go, so feel free to grab any ones that you want. I've eaten a lot of pecan pie in my lifetime, and I typically pick off the pecans and just eat like the caramel buttery inside. I'm going to avoid that this go around. And actually this looks like it has chopped pecans on top, which I probably won't mind as much. I am also not much of a crust eater, so I tend to remove the kind of thicker outer crust and just go for the bottom crust. You cannot go wrong with a lovely, sweet pecan pie. We have to try the apple pie next though. So I'm gonna throw the apple pie in the microwave just for, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds to a minute, just until it's kind of warm through. I accidentally got distracted and I did leave it in there for the full minute, so it is quite hot. I think it only needed 45 seconds tops in the microwave. Slightly too hot, but otherwise perfection. I think that this is a great alternative to a traditional Thanksgiving dinner and made entirely in the microwave. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon.